John chapter 18, verses 28 through 40. Then they took Jesus from Caiaphas to Pilate's headquarters. It was early in the morning. They themselves did not enter the headquarters so as to avoid ritual defilement and to be able to eat the Passover. So Pilate went out to them and said, "What accusation do you bring against this man?" They answered, "If this man were not a criminal, we would not have handed him over to you." Pilate said to them, "Take him yourselves and judge him according to your law." The Jews replied, "We're not permitted to put anyone to death." This was to fulfill what Jesus had said when he indicated the kind of death he was to die. Then Pilate entered the headquarters, again summoned Jesus, and asked, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered, "Do you ask this on your own, or did others tell you about me?" Pilate replied, "I'm not a Jew, am I? Your own nation and the chief priests have handed you over to me. What have you done?" Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not from this world. If my kingdom were from this world, my followers would be fighting to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not from here." Pilate asked him, "So you are a king?" Jesus answered, "You say that I am a king. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice." Pilate asked him, "What is truth?" After he had said this, he went out to the Jews again and told them, "I find no case against him, but you have a custom that I release someone for you at the Passover. Do you want me to release for you the King of the Jews?" The crowd shouted in reply, "Not this man, but Barabbas!" Now Barabbas was a bandit.
Lord Jesus, as we walk this night with you, from room to room, from light to darkness, we take time to think about control, the control claimed by Pilate, a man presiding over your trial. We were reminded how little control we have in this life, even though we too have claimed it for ourselves. As we observed during Lent, we lament the ways in which we feel inconvenienced by what we see as your action or inaction in our lives. But as we stay with you, in this moment, we can see that even the acts of this man, Pilate, would only further your plan to take our sin and sickness with you to the cross. Pilate's word would not be the last word. And so you were able to stand before him, both meek and strong on our behalf. You stood without argument, with no call to violence, perfect in confidence and love for us, with the reminder that your kingdom is not of this place. Help us now to remember that those who belong to the truth belong to you, that even while we face this current challenge of our own, one of distancing ourselves physically, that you have already conquered this trial and all trials. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer.